And so James has this recipe. He needs 3/8 of a cup of cheddar cheese for every serving. And he has 3 1/4 cups of cheese to start with. Okay, so basically, if you were doing this, you would take out 3/8 of a cup of cheese and see how many servings you could make. When you take away 3/8 of a cup over and over and over until you have no cheese left, that's division. When you subtract the same number over and over and over, that's division. So you should have had a division problem set up first. So my first question to you, Roman, is did you have that first step right?
The first step, yeah.
Okay, so if you recognize it as a division problem, that's good. Then you want to do division, and so I'm going to go ahead and get common denominators here. So that becomes 3 2/8 divided by 3/8, and I'm going to change that to improper. So 8 times 3 is 24, plus 2 is 26. I'm going to write it down here. 26/8 divided by 3/8. 26 divided by 3 is how I'm going to get my answer. So 3 goes into 26 8 times. And there's 2/3, 2 out of 3 left. So it's 8 servings. I gave you credit if you wrote 8 2/3 servings. Okay, but it's 8 whole servings. Now you have enough cheese for 2/3 of a serving. You don't have 2/3 of a cup left. Okay? So a lot of people miss this second part. You have enough cheese for 2/3 of a serving. But one serving takes how much cheese? 3/8. So you have 2/3 of what you need. And you need 3/8. So 2/3 of 3/8 is what's left. That's hard. That's a hard problem. Remember, we kept talking about how that was a hard one. So this is 6 over 24, which is 1/4 of a cup. Now, some people had 1/4 of a cup and they lost points. The reason is they got lucky because they had the wrong answer up here and then they had the wrong work to get to 1/4 of a cup. You have to have the work that makes sense to get to the 1/4 of a cup. Bailey.
On that, like on a 6A, I got the same denominators. It's just that I didn't like turn it into an improper fraction.
Yeah. So make the correction because some of you are going to do a redo. And then if you correct it, and I'm posting a video now, you can go through and look at it. That'll help you study for the retake. Matt, how about you? Do you have a question? What ones did you?
I got 6 wrong, and I figured out what I did wrong, and I had the correct answer, but I just went totally different on the line.
Okay. Is there another problem that you need to go over?
So I have to have
Say it a little louder. 4. Let's look at 4. Okay. So on 4, Courtney ordered a cup of a smoothie. So a cup of a smoothie that was made using this recipe. And it tells you everything you need in that recipe except for the orange juice. You have to figure out what fraction of Courtney's cup will be orange juice. So that this recipe has to total to be 1. The total has to equal 1 cup. So you have 1/4 of a cup of blueberries plus 1/8 of a cup of yogurt plus 3/8 of a cup of strawberries. If you think about it, 1/4 is the same as 2/8. And you have to figure out what's missing. So you could put it in terms of 8s. So 2 plus 1 plus 3 makes 6/8. So what's missing, Ava? 2/8. So a lot of people had the 2/8 correct, or the 1/4, and then they had a number sentence problem. I want to show you what was wrong on the number sentences. Some people put 2/8 plus 1/8 plus 3/8, especially the girls and Jason, the kids I said to stop for a minute. If you missed the number sentence, a lot of people did this, equals 6/8, which is true, but then they wrote plus 2/8, which is not true. If you keep putting equals like this, you're saying that this is 6/8, and you're saying that it's equal to 1 over here. And so I did something like this. And these are not equals, so instead of having an equals, you could use an arrow or something, but you might have lost a little bit. Did anybody do that?
Like I got the like when the number there, but like just with some like when I did like the number sentences.
Yeah.
Like that, like it's like I did
Right, oh. So that's one number sentence. There's many correct number sentences, but you can't do, like if you did 6/8 equals 6/8 plus 2/8, that's like saying 10 is equal to 10 plus 2. Is 10 equal to 10 plus 2? What's 10 plus 2? 12, right? So is 10 equal to 12? No, so you can't say 6/8 is equal to 6/8 plus 2/8. That doesn't make sense. Does that help, Matt? No, because if you did what you should have had, what would have worked is 1 minus 1/4 plus 1/8 plus 3/8. The 1 has to come first. Does that make sense? Neve? Well, it's true. You could put 2/8 plus 1/8 plus 3/8 equals 6/8, but it doesn't help you solve part A. So your number sentence is what you use to solve part A. So it wasn't a false statement, Neve. It just wasn't like talking about the orange juice. Okay, just a second. Just on number 4. Okay, let's make sure. Are there any other questions on 4? What's your question? So Roman and Matt, are we done with questions, or is there? Okay, so let's give them the division. Neve first, and then Bailey.
I have a question.
Oh, on number 4?
Yeah. So on 4A, I didn't get it wrong. I got 2/8. Do I just reduce it to
Yes.
1/4?
Yes.
Okay.
Danae, you have to write the corrections down like everybody else, so sit up. Braden, turn around. Let's get these correct. Everybody needs to be doing corrections on note paper. So I'm sure Miss Bianca can come around and help you get started, like you're having trouble there. Okay, Neve, what number? 2A. Okay. Did you draw an area model? Okay, good start. So 3.5 and 4 2/3 is how I would separate it. So 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 1/2 is 4/2 or 2. Does that make sense?
Can you do it the other way with 4?
You could. Yes. And then 2/3 times 3 is 6/3, which is also 2. Does that make sense? And so this last box is 2 times 1 on the numerator and 3 times 2 in the denominator, which is 6, which reduces to 1/3. So all of the pieces that you have now are 12 plus 2 plus 2, which is 12, 14, 16, and 1/3. Does that help? Bailey?
I got that one wrong because I did because I made careless mistakes on it. Like for the bottom one, for 2/3, for 3 and 2/3. I mean 2/3 and 3. I did 2 1/3.
Okay.
Mistake and then
So you can figure. So now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Landon,
Alright. I got,
did you get 2B correct?
no.
Let's just do 2B then.
Oh, I got it.
Good. Okay. So step 1 would be common denominator.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go to sixes here, multiply by 2's and 3's here. So that gives me 4 and 4 6. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Divided by 2 and what?
Divided by 2 and 36.
Good. So now go to improper. 24 plus 4 is 28. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 3,
15.
15. So divide the numerators. 28 over 15, that's an 8, is equal to 1. And 13's left over. I'm going to stop there. We'll do more Monday.
I'm surprised I got that one.